questions you may have.
So are we supposed to use the case book and the 10K at all, or are we just doing this purely off of memory? Like, do we need any quotes or anything, or no?
Well, you can't use the actual case. You know you can't use the book, right?
Yeah, so I'm making sure that we can't use the case or the Apple 10K online at all for the thing. We're just doing it based off of like what we remember, right? There's no need for quotes or anything. Okay, I just want to make sure there's no quotes or anything.
Correct. No, I mean if you could paraphrase. I'm not looking for direct quotes.
Okay, I was making sure that we didn't have to have any of this.
No, that's why, no.
And for the, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
And for the second page in our study guide, the review questions for chapter 5 to 7, we just focus on these criteria for those company to review, right?
You're only going to be tested on either chapter 5, either and or chapter 5, 6, and 7.
Oh, so just only one of these three chapter.
Well, it could be a combination.
Okay, but I mean for the review question you give us is in the second page.
Yeah, the review question is only. Yeah.
So we can use these questions to review our weekly project.
I want you to see the structure of the questions.
Oh, okay.
This isn't to answer to. I mean, you could answer it if you want, but I'm just trying to explain to you how to study for the exam by understanding the structure of the question.
Okay, so it's kind of like the main point for each chapter.
Well, I don't want to say it's the main points. I mean, it's you could see from the structure of the question, you know, from this that it is focused on the most relevant parts of the chapter.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you have to understand that, you know, it goes a little deeper than that. So.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions about this?
Oh, and for the exam time. Because I checked the syllabus, you said it's start at 4.
No. I changed it. I'm sorry. It starts at 11 o'clock.
Oh, so it's regular time.
Yeah, regular time. And I think I may have given you. Let me check. If you hold on, let me see if I could get on and quickly. Final exam.
And it's okay to write it like on a Google Doc and then we turn it in on Turnitin, correct?
As long as I could open it and read it.
Because there won't be like a specific tab on Blackboard we turn it in, right? Like it'll be all through Turnitin.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all through Turnitin, and I am giving you. This was a mistake. You start at 11, right? Or no? Yeah. Class starts at 11.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you 2 hours.
Professor?
Yeah.
What if we have class right after yours?
I'm sorry?
What if we have another class right after yours?
Let's see. What are we doing that day? Let's see. I have to see what we're doing that day. I'm going to log on.
Professor?
Yeah.
So the two, I just want to confirm the two cases will be our group case and then the Apple 10K and from the book, correct?
Correct.
because I was just making sure, because it says pick 2 firms analyze this term, but we can't really pick. It's just kind of between those 2, right?
Correct.
Okay, and then so we're gonna integrate lessons learned in chapter 5, 6, 7, and then compare those 2 cases, or whatever the essay question is would be the whole final.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sure. So for those in my social entrepreneurship class, I was planning on showing a movie that day because it was in class. I was planning on in class. I'm going to try to find a way to show it. So don't worry about coming in late. All right?
But, like, for example, I have a different class right after this class.
Oh, a different class.
Yeah.
How many have a different class after this?
I have a different class as well. We're having a midterm.
Okay. Well, it was 15 minutes. We could start 15 minutes earlier. Does anybody object to that?
Nope, no objection.
Let's see, it was going from 11 to 12:15. No, yeah, 11 to 12:15. So we would have to start at
45.
I thought we would have 2 hours. I thought you just said we would have 2 hours to complete it.
Yeah. So do you want to start at 10?
Maybe 10:30?
Yeah, I like 10.
Professor, I have an exam 9:30 that ends at 10:45 for another class.
Yeah, me too.
My class
Okay.
also ends at 10:45.
Okay. I was actually, the exam is only an hour and 15 minutes exam. I was trying to give you extra time.
Is there any way you could just leave it open for like a
No,
3-hour window or something?
no, I can't.
No. Huh.
I extended myself to do it. They didn't want me to give you the 2-hour exam because it only meant for an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to make it the hour and 15 minutes. Because I don't want to infringe on anybody else's courses. I was just trying to give you extra time. But the extra time is really at discretion. It's not necessary. It's not required.
What if
So-
we do it from 10:45 to 12:30?
Yeah. Or
All right, I
10:40
could
or
do it
10:45 to
15 minutes
12:45.
earlier. I'll do it at 10:45 then.
So
All right.
is 10:45 to is still 2 hour or
No, it's
It's a
10:45.
little less than 2 hours.
It'll be it'll end at 12:15.
Oh.
Doesn't what time is class end? 12:15?
12:45 12:30?
12:30.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, our class ends at 12:15, but
Yeah, our
But the
class
other
ends at
class-
12:15, so the test will be from 10:45 to 12:15.
Can we make it from 10:45 to 12:30?
Does that work for everybody or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
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 Okay, I'll make it from 10:45 to 12:30. I knew we'd come up with a solution. You're geniuses.
We could also just make the question shorter.
I could what?
Make the question shorter.
Make the question shorter. Okay, I'll do that.
That way it won't take us as long to do it.
Okay.
So, in case of technical difficulties, because I know sometimes when I am using Turnitin, it takes like 15 minutes just for it to upload. In that case, and I do use, like, for example, the full time, would it be okay to email it to you?
Yes.
Okay.
If you absolutely cannot get into Turnitin for some reason, email it. No problem. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible.
I appreciate extending the time for us. Thank you.
Anything I could do to help. I mean, we got to help each other, you know? I mean, this isn't a time to stand on formalities. We got to get through this. So I know you'll do fine. I do want to go over the Chapter 7 questions. And, you know, I added the points from the next assignment to this assignment. So this is your last assignment. I think I'm giving you like 3 points on this assignment. So here's my answers. And can you see them?
I'll get out of here.
No.
You can't see them? Okay, let me share. Oh, it's paused. That's fine. Okay.
Is there anything else I need to know, Professor Sloan?
No, you're good. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, can everybody see it now? No?
No.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Hold on.
Professor Sloan, while you're figuring that out, another question. Would you say one of the best ways to study for the final would be to, I guess, look at the practice questions that you have from chapters 5, 6, and 7 and really answer them from whatever our particular case is? Since we kind of already did it for the Apple case, would you say just go through those questions, answer them, say, for me, I have Lululemon, and would you say answer them as best you can and kind of practice that way, or do you have any other recommendations?
Well, I assume that you already answered those questions with your final written project.
Yeah, but that's due next Tuesday, and I think a lot of us are still struggling to finish that as we have other final projects as well.
Okay. So, yes, I would go according to the questions that I gave you for the final project for 5, 6, and 7, and make sure that you could answer both of those, all those questions as it pertains to both Apple and your case. You've already done it for Apple, but if you wanted to review, you could use that to review. And I would also kind of use that compare and contrast theme to understand the commonalities and the differences between the two companies regarding those questions.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So, yeah, and as you can see, the study questions that I gave you are the same questions that I asked for your Apple case and for your final written project case. So those questions really should be very well in your mind. And I don't think that you'll have any problem with the exam if you study that way. Good enough?
Yeah, thanks.
Right. So as we look at Chapter 7, I already reviewed some of your answers on Turnitin, and the question was, what approach has the firm taken towards international growth, localization, and global standardization? You could see my answers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Apple followed a global strategy. That's the first thing you should have answered. The company's product line is highly standardized. They do those activities in only a few locations. The advantages of a global strategy include, and having a unified product line also minimizes company costs such as maintenance and development. So this brings up an interesting question about the final exam also. As you could see, I said Apple follows a global strategy. But then I said the advantages of a global strategy include. So what you're showing me is that not only did you identify, but you understand what the advantages of that strategy are. So if I ask a question like this, don't just leave it at Apple followed the global strategy. Tell me a little bit about what a global strategy is. Okay? And having a unified product line also minimizes company costs such as in maintenance and development. So, did anybody have anything different from this? They don't have a multi-domestic strategy. They don't change anything in the product line.